Using cruise control inside of the Nissan Frontier is a very straightforward process, and it's all done using the buttons along the right-hand side of the steering wheel. So you can toggle the system on this way, and when you do that, that's going to give you a little message inside of the cluster screen. That's going to be for your adaptive cruise control, but with the system turned off, if you do a longer button push and hold, that's going to flip you into a traditional cruise instead. So button push on will be adaptive, button push and hold will be traditional. And the difference between the two cruise control systems, the adaptive cruise is your set it and forget it cruise. So you set it at 100 kilometers an hour on the highway. If the car in front of you slows down, yours will brake. If they change lanes, you change lanes, pick up speed, it's going to pick you back up to your previously set speed. But with the traditional cruise instead, it's essentially your normal cruise control. So you set it at 100 kilometers an hour on the highway. If the car in front of you slows down and you don't, your truck will not stop. So that's something to take into account. I'm personally a bigger fan of the adaptive cruise, but I just like that Nissan gives you the flexibility of using either cruise control system inside of the ride. From here, with the system turned on, you're then going to push down in order to set your speed. And then from there, you can either increase or decrease 1 kilometer, 1 mile per hour at a time, or push and hold up to get to the nearest 5 kilometers or 5 miles per hour at a time instead. There's a distance indicator with 3 unique levels as well. So it's how close or far are you away from the vehicle that's in front of you. I want you to think of that one like a 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi type of a rule. So how many seconds are you in front of the leading vehicle? From there, you could then cancel your speed if you want to on the steering wheel. You can hit the brake pedal if you wanted to cancel your speed, and then you're just going to push up in order to resume your previously set speed instead. So it's actually relatively straightforward using the system. So let's go through a live demonstration, and I'll show you how it works, with one other thing being that you have to be in your two-wheel drive instead. So your two-wheel drive, 4 high and 4 low, unfortunately, you can't use the cruise control system, either or. So you have to be in that two-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive in order to use it. It's one thing that I would like to see change. I don't think that there's a reason why the 4-wheel drive or 4 high system and cruise control don't work together. It's an odd one for sure. All right, here we go. A little bit of traffic, which is always nice showing off this system, but I've got the adaptive cruise system turned on and I can set it now. Increase or decrease 1 kilometer, 1 mile, push and hold up in order to go up 5 kilometers an hour at a time instead. And we are cruising right now. There's a car that's in front of me that stopped at the red light, or truck I should say, and that's one thing to take into account. You can brake yourself at any point in time, but if you're coming to a red light and there's nobody in front of you, the truck is not going to stop. So you do have to make sure you're paying attention yourself, because if there's nobody at a red light, you come up to the red light with the adaptive cruise system turned on, it just won't work. But when you come down to a complete stop, you could, there we go, hit the up button there to resume your speed. You can overwrite at any point in time by just hitting the accelerator pedal if you want to, but we're cruising now. So again, you can cancel your speed this way, push up to resume your previously set speed. You can press the brake to cancel your speed as well, and then adjust your distance by pushing that button there. So it's essentially how close or far are you away from the vehicle that's in front of you. There's no ProPilot assist inside of the Frontier, so no lane keeping system, things like that. There are lane departure warnings though, so if the vehicle recognizes the lane markings and you start to veer over, it's going to automatically brake for you. But we're coming up to a red light right now, and the cars in front of me are slowing down. My feet aren't off the gas, or aren't on the gas or the brake, I should say. The truck is doing all the work for me, bringing you right down to a complete stop. And after a few seconds, yeah, there we go. So after a few seconds, you will end up having to push the up button to resume your previously set speed instead. But that's how you use the adaptive and normal cruise control system inside of the Nissan Frontier.